4 riders will make the main. Everybody else will come back, and they will be spectators just like you and me in the grandstands. Pro singles, last chance qualifier on the line. Eric Stump trying to get that 77A bike exactly where he wants it. Staging him up to the line. Ryan Kearns pulls the 99Y up there. So some fast company back there in run number 2. Ryan Kearns got on a podium at Castle Rock. We call him Little Fluffy. If you haven't met him, you can do so after the races. Little Fluffy on the 99Y, 18M Wyatt McGuire. Wilhelm pulls up the 24J. There is Jace Castle's 81P. And on the back row, 27U, that is the 27U. Jamison Minor, those are the riders scheduled to start. Last chance qualifier, top 4 to the main event. Supposed to have 14 of them starting. Looks like only 13 making the call. Here we go. Last chance qualifier, pro singles. So Ryan Kearns throws the chain off the 99Y. The chain still sitting on the starting line. Here we go. Last chance qualifier. They take off down into turn number 1. Kearns, the California rider, long way away from home. He is done for this one. He is done for the day. We'll see him at Springfield. Tough break, Little Fluffy. Oh, well, it happens, right? Leaders down the back straight away. Here they go. Last chance qualifier, pro singles. Good battle up front. There's 5 bikes battling for the lead. Only the top 4 will transfer to the main event. Everybody else is done for the afternoon. They'll bring them off at turn number 4 at this mega mile. Beautiful racetrack we have here. New Kent, Virginia, just outside Richmond. If you guys aren't here, if you're listening at home, you need to be here next year. Here they come down the front straightaway. Leaders go into the turn number 1. 28P goes to the head of the class there, side by side for second and third. One rider up against the hay bales, and he's riding all the way around the outside, the long way around. Luzak, Bickerton, 1 and 2. Zacker's up there. Wyatt McGuire's in the 4 spot. Jace Castle's from deep in the field. He's working his way through. Here they come. It's 4, now 5 riders battling for the lead. We lose another rider right here on the front straightaway. He pulls out of the way. They'll keep on trucking out front. There's 7 riders battling for the lead from the inside of the track to the outside. Here they come off a turn number 4. Still anybody's race. It's a dogfight out front. One rider takes a look back. He sees he's got all kinds of company coming. Here they come down the front straightaway. Side by side into turn number 1. Looks like Bickerton back to the point. Michael Bickerton, Austin Luzak's there on the 10B. Wyatt McGuire, 18M is there. Matt Zacher, Wilhelm, Mick Roberts, and Jamison Minor. Jace Castle's back there in the 8 spot. Look at him go down the back straightaway. Rush hour traffic here at the Colonial Downs. 3 wide for second. Little bumping and bang. I saw one rider looked like he sat straight up going into the corner. Here they come. Halfway flags are coming out. It's still anybody's race. Only 4 of these riders will keep on going. Everybody else is done for the afternoon. They'll bring them off at turn number 4. Look at the battle for the lead. Here they come towards the start-finish line. Halfway flags out from Kevin Snyder. It's McGuire now out front. Bickerton in second. As they went across the start-finish line, it was Wyatt McGuire. Bickerton in second. Wilhelm in third. Zacker's right there in the 4th spot. Luzak in 5th. Castle's in the 6th spot. Australian rider trying to hang on to the lead group. Down the back straightaway they go. That's our points leader, ladies and gentlemen. 18M. Wyatt McGuire's out front, but he's got company up the inside. They're 3 wide. Now make that 4 wide. Into turn number 3 they go. Nobody wants to give up an inch. Here they come through 3 and 4. Off at turn number 4, bringing them out. Here comes the white flag coming out. One more mega mile to go. Look at them fan out down the front straightaway. Smart riders get back in line. Now they make the draft pass. Here they come to the start finish. Now Minor comes up there. The 27U tries to come through the pack just a little bit. They go across the start finish line. It's Zacher, Bickerton, Luzak, McGuire. Mick Roberts is there on the 25. Jace Castles, Minor, and Wilhelm, your top 8 riders. You can throw a blanket over them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 riders right there battling for the lead. Last lap on the mega mile. If you don't finish in the top 4 this one, you're done. Look, they're 5 wide going into 3. It is anybody's race right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here they come back at us. I'm glad I'm up here in this one. I promise you that. They're going to bring them off the final turn. Top 4 will go. Here they come. They fan out once again. Checkered flag is in the air. First through 4th to the main. Here they come. As the checkered flag waves. What a race we had there. As now the checkered flag flashes on the screen. Your winner, 28P, Michael Bickerton on the Honda, takes the win by .01 seconds. Second spot, number 18M, Wyatt McGuire on the Yamaha. Our points leader makes the main. 15B, Matt Zecker, third. 24J, Brandon Wilhelm, our fourth and final transfer. Austin Luzak, Dan McRoberts, Jace Castles, Jamison Miner, Molly Terry, Eric Stump, Scott Barrett, Brian McRoberts, Ryan Kearns, and Nick Winsler round out your field. Those riders are done for the afternoon. But ladies and gentlemen, how did you guys like that? Last chance qualifier. Look at all those riders that were battling for 4 spots. The winners headed to the victory podium to meet my partner. That'll be Michael Bickerton and Barry Boone. In just a second, we'll figure out. The leader needs to find out where that stage is. There he goes. 28P takes the win. He's putting on the brakes. Let's go to trackside with my partner, Barry Boone.
From Alexis, Illinois is where this man comes from. He's part of the FBI, the Fast Boys from Illinois, and he proved it right here on the DCT Precision Royce Trailer Racing Honda CRF 450. Number 28P wins the last chance qualifier. Give it up for Michael Bickerton. Wow, Itchy, what a race.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Everybody's really close. Motors are singing as hard as they can, and it's just good racing. And I knew when I was getting on the backstretch and I'd made that pass, it was pretty risky. I thought I was maybe going to get drafted by, but McGuire got by, and I used him for my victory.
This is the long way and the hard way to get yourself in the main. Winning here in the LCQ, you're going to be way back on that 3rd row in the main, but this is a big track. Do you have a shot at running up front?
Yeah, I think I can run with most of the people. The front people, they're pretty fast, so it's going to be tough company.
Well, we're all wishing you the very best in this afternoon's J&P Cycle Main.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we call him Itchy. Number 28P, Michael Bickerton is in.
Little track maintenance going on right now. We'll come up with a dash for cash in just a moment. The rest of the afternoon looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. Expert dash for cash, expert semifinals 1 and 2. Then we'll have our second scheduled intermission. Come back with our pro singles main event, which is scheduled for 10 laps, and our Grand National Expert 20 laps will be the remainder of the program. Again, some track maintenance going on right now, and then we'll bring out our dash for cash, which is first and second in all 3 of our expert heat races. Barry had Dan Bellino out here. He was talking about the Santa Rosa Mile coming up September 29th. Barry, I know hearing rumors that you might be missing that one. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm going to be at Laguna Seca at World Superbike and AMA Pro. I hate that. Scotty, I won't be able to be there with you at one of the coolest races ever. Last year it was a complete sellout at Santa Rosa Mile. The whole town came out, just about like what we're seeing here this weekend. Great racing, beautiful facility. But you can't make that show. It's AMA Pro Live is your source, and you can go right there on your computer, and if you're really high-tech and you can plug your computer into your TV, they're going to have, for only $4.95, they're going to have premium access live streaming. They're going to utilize 5 cameras, a full truck, production truck, jumbotrons at the track, and at home you're going to be up close and personal with all the action. That's coming up September 29th. And while we're talking about upcoming dates, we've got to talk about Springfield Mile on Labor Day weekend, Scotty. When we do a doubleheader mile there, we'll be doing amateurs in the afternoon on Friday. We will be doing a Steve Nace All-Star National Flat Track Series presented by Budweiser on Friday night. Then Saturday and Sunday, both days, we'll have full programs, both separate points-paying events, and that is a Springfield Mile doubleheader coming up Labor Day weekend. I cannot wait for that one.
That's next weekend, Barry. That is also Springfield, Illinois. There's several Springfields around the world, but we all know it's the Springfield Mile. Springfield, Illinois, there's an after party on Saturday night at the Orr Building. Meet the stars of the past and the stars of right now. They'll be all signing autographs. They got live auctions going on. They're bringing in an auctioneer. I know both you and I can't make that. We got other commitments. And then the wedding will be going on during opening ceremonies. And they're telling us right now to fire up the dash for cash, so we're just a few seconds away from our expert Dash for Cash.
Well, if the Jammer manages to beat Nicole in the main event, I'm not sure there's still going to be a hitchin'. The fastest 6 riders have only 4 laps to get it done. Here is your Expert Dash.
The Expert Dash, remember you had to finish first or second in your heat race on the pole, ladies and gentlemen, on the Crosley Radio, Howerton Motorsports, Kawasaki from Flint, Michigan, number 42, Bryan Smith. Starting second from Burnett Farms, TJ Burnett Farms entry on the Kawasaki EX650 from Philpott, Kentucky. Number 95, JD Beach. In the third starting spot from Clio, Michigan on the Rogers Racing Blue Springs Harley-Davidson entry. Number 1, the Jammer, Jared Meese. In the fifth starting spot on the Lloyd Brothers Motorsports Ramspur Winery on the Ducati 749 from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Number 5, Jake Johnson. In the fifth starting spot from Coatesville, Pennsylvania on the latest Motors Racing Triumph Motorcycles, Triumph Bonneville. Number 10, JL10, that's Johnny Lewis. And rounding out your field on the Global Products Harley-Davidson Motor Company, Black Hills Harley-Davidson entry from Clio, Michigan, the Racing Lady. Number 15, Nicole Cheza. That is your starting lineup. Expert Dash for Cash, $1,000 bill for our winner. 5 points to win, 4 for second, 3 points for third, 2 points for fourth, 1 point for fifth, and no points, ladies and gentlemen, for sixth place. It does pay back in every position, but it pays the most to win in the Dash for Cash. $1,000 to the winner of this 4-lap Dash for Cash on the Mega Mile here, just outside of Richmond, Virginia. New Kent, Virginia, the Colonial Downs is where we're at.
You know, Scotty, this really could have championship implications with Brad Baker not able to make the show. Your point leader coming into this round with a 33-point advantage over the 42 of Bryan Smith. Could be an opportunity tonight or today for Bryan to close the gap just a little bit with just a few rounds remaining.
Well, if he doesn't finish last in this one, he'll definitely pick up at least 1 point. So Bryan Smith could pick up some very valuable points. We have some miles coming up. We have this mile. We have 2 at Springfield, 1 at Santa Rosa, and then the half mile to finish off the season. So 42 is definitely putting on a charge for the Grand National Championship points lead.
Let's ask these great fans here at Virginia, how many think national number 15, the racing lady, Nicole Cheza, can win this dash? Woo, the people have spoken here in Virginia.
She has followers everywhere we go. Nicole Cheza's on the inside. Beside her is the number 10, Johnny Lewis. 5, Jake Johnson. Number 1, Jared Meese. 95, JD Beach. And the 42, that is Bryan Smith. Richard Hines needs to call your wife ASAP. Richard Hines, call your wife ASAP. Light turns green. Johnny Lewis with the hole shot. Johnny Lewis on the Triumph with the hole shot. Now Bryan Smith comes around the outside to take the head of the class. Down the back straightaway. They'll get ready to go off of turn number 2 down the back chute. Bryan Smith at the point. Second, Johnny Lewis, number 10. A battle for third, fourth, and fifth as the leaders are breaking away already. It is Smith in control. Johnny Lewis in second. 4 riders battling for the third spot. Dash for Cash on the racetrack. Coming up next will be our semifinals for the expert class. Here comes your leader off of turn number 4, 42 out front. He's not fooling around in this one. Looking for another clean sweep like he did last weekend. Smith, Lewis, Meese, Johnson, Cheza, and JD Beach as they ran across the start-finish line. So it's Bryan Smith, Johnny Lewis on the Triumph, Jared Meese, Jake Johnson, Nicole Cheza, and JD Beach on the racetrack. Smith is checked out, ladies and gentlemen, on the Crosley Radio, Howerton Motorsports, Kawasaki. As he went across the start-finish line, he was ahead by 0.92 seconds, almost a full second in 1 lap. Clean sweep is what he had last weekend at the Indy Mile. He was fast time, heat race winner, dash winner, and main event winner. 42 has the momentum coming into today's races. Halfway flags are in the air. Dash for Cash. It is Smith, Johnny Lewis, side by side for third. Johnson, Cheza, Jared Meese, and in the last spot right now is JD Beach on the 95. As they went across the stripe, Bryan Smith was out front by 1.8 seconds, so almost 2-second lead in just 2 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan Smith is putting on a clinic. That's why they call him the Piper. He says, I'll get out front, you guys just follow me. Brian Smith at the point. Good battle for third. On back, second is the Triumph. Latest Motors Triumph, Johnny Lewis. He's got Joe Kopp on the team helping out. He's the rider coach. Latest Motorsports was a sponsor of Joe Kopp's for several years. White flag is out for Brian Smith on the 42 bike. Second, Johnny Lewis, 10. Third on back, it's anybody's race. There's money spots in every spot you finish, plus points are on the line for every spot you finish. Checkered flag will come out next time by. This time as it went across the finish line, start-finish line, it was 2.5 seconds your lead. Brian Smith, Johnny Lewis. He's showing you he's not here to mess around. Checkered flag will be coming out, and then we'll go talk to the winner of our Expert Dash for Cash Expert semifinals be coming up next here in Virginia. Checkered flag comes out of the back pocket of Kevin Snyder. Here comes your winner, 42, flying Brian Smith. Second, JL10, Johnny Lewis. Jake Johnson reached out and tried to hold the rest of them back. Here's the official finishing order. 42, Brian Smith, your winner. 10, Johnny Lewis, second on the Triumph. J.D. Beach in the third spot, number 95. Jake Johnson in the fourth spot. So we got Kawasaki, Triumph, Kawasaki, Ducati in fourth with Jake Johnson. Jared Meese, fifth on the Harley. And sixth, Nicole Cheza also on a Harley. Barry, I think Brian Smith is putting on a clinic here today.
Yes, sir. He's looking for maximum points. If you ride an EX650 or a Kawasaki Versus, that's the parallel twin power plant that powers this machine. Of course, that frame is a custom-made unit at Howerton Motorsports Shops in Indianapolis. This young man is trying to win a championship. Coming in here tonight, second. Out of 8 races, he has 4 podiums, including 2 wins at the SAC Mile and at the Indy Mile. Doing it for Crosley Radio and Howerton Motorsports from Flint, Michigan. He's part of the Michigan Mafia, and he's made it again to the top of the box. He's looking for a perfect night. He's looking for maximum points. He wants to be your Grand National champion, and right now it's time to make some noise for National number 42, the Piper, Brian Smith. Wow, Brian, you absolutely are, as Scotty said, putting on a clinic here this weekend.
I'm trying to. I'm just giving it everything I got. This is the closest I've ever been to the number 1 plate, and I'm going to give it everything I got, that's for sure.
Baker not able to make the Dash for Cash. You got maximum points here of 5 on your way to the main event front row. I know what your plan is. It's to get a whole shot and lead every lap.
That's my plan, lead the most laps, and especially the last one.
There's going to be a lot of guys looking to draft and stay with you in that one. Best of luck to you.
Thanks a lot. I want to thank all the fans for coming out, and Crosley Radio, Howerton Motorsports, Oasis Homes, everybody there, Barney Mars and his family, and Joe Esparza, everybody that came out today to support me. Thanks a lot.
Good luck, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, National number 42, Brian Smith.
Top 3 riders will transfer to the main event. Everybody else is done for the afternoon, and we'll see them next weekend at Springfield, Illinois. Bugs Pearson pulls up to the outside of row number 1. Looks like he switched to his Harley-Davidson, so whatever he was riding, I believe he's on his Kawasaki earlier, and he has switched to the XR750, looks like for the remainder of the day. So he must have had problems with that bike that he decided was not fixable. Robbie Pearson outside row number 1. Factory Harley-Davidson number 2. That's Kenny Coolbeth. If you get a chance, ladies and gentlemen, after the races, stop and check out that beautiful machine. It's celebrating the 110th anniversary of Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Beautiful bike, number 2, Kenny Coolbeth. 51, Steve Murray. 12's the Bullet, Brad Baker. 59 right there on the row, number 1, is Jake Constantine. That's 59B. And the 32, Sean Bear, pulls up to the inside of row number 1. Can't even see his number plate, but we have transponders on those bikes, but I'm glad I'm not keeping score in this one. Here we go. Expert Semi, number 1. Moto board is already down. The bikes go in gear. Clutches are in. Top 3 out of this one. Only 6 laps to get in. Light turns green, they're off. Constantine comes from the inside, pushes everybody outside. Steve Murray says, I don't think so, you're not pushing me outside. Constantine at the point, Murray slipping back just a little bit on the 51. They're side by side for second. Another rider comes up the inside. Watch for the factory Harley-Davidson to get up there. 27. Robbie Pearson is going to look for his way up there. Now it's the Bullet. Brad Baker. He'll lead him down the back chute. Here comes Constantine, 59B, looking to make a main event, get a Grand National number. Constantine right now is in the 2 spot. One rider slowing down just a little bit. One rider up against the air fence. Here they come, working their way back towards us. Off at turn number 4. The Bullet, Brad Baker, your points leader, has to finish in the top 3 spots to earn points here today. It's Baker at the point. Second is Coolbeth. Third is Pearson. Fourth is Constantine. Constantine diving in deep on the Kawasaki, getting a little bit sideways. Fifth is Steve Murray. 6th is Bear. 7th is Steele. 8th is Shane Fox. Leader tucks in and drafts down the backside. It's the Bullet, Brad Baker. He's got the factory Harley behind him. Number 2, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. Third spot's where we got to keep our attention, the 27 and the 59B. Constantine looking to make a main. Earn that ever so prestigious national number. Baker's looking to hang on to his points lead as he brings him off of 4. He needs to make the main event to earn some points here today. Here comes the Bullet. He's got Coolbeth in tow. Baker, Coolbeth, Bugs Pearson right there in the 3rd spot. Two riders battling for the lead, 2 riders battling for 3rd and 4th. That's very important spot on the racetrack. Constantine looking for his first main event of the year. And if he earns that, he will actually have himself a national number next year. Brad Baker trying to check out and get it out of town. The Bullet, Brad Baker on the Dodge Brothers XR750 will lead him off of 4. Second is Kenny Coolbeth, also on an XR750. He rides for the factory Harley team. Halfway flags are in the air. Semi number 1. Robbie Pearson trying to hang on to that 3rd spot on his XR750. Constantine and Murray trying to catch up to 3rd. Constantine knows he has to get 3rd to make his first ever Grand National main event. He's come this far. He wants to make his first one here today. He's got to make up about 10 bike links now as the Bullet, Brad Baker, sets sail for another victory. This one, though, will be a semi-final. Next time by, they'll pick up the furled white and the furled green. That will be 2 laps to go. Leader bringing him off the corner. Here's the Bullet, Brad Baker. He's got Coolbeth behind him. Robbie Pearson now sitting pretty comfortable in the 3rd spot. Baker, Coolbeth, Robbie Pearson in 3rd. Constantine in 4th across the start-finish line. There's Murray on the KTM. Sean Bear across the start-finish line. Steele across the start-finish line. Way back here at the back, Shane Fox. Leader already halfway down the back straightaway. A lap and a half to go for your leader. White flag will come out next time by here in the semifinal at the beautiful Mega Mile just outside Richmond, Virginia. Here's your leader bringing him off of 4. White flag will fly this time for the number 12. They call him the Bullet, Brad Baker. Coolbeth right there tucked in 2nd. Looks like he's happy with the 2nd spot. 3rd spot, 27, Robbie Pearson. Constantine 4th. Murray in the 5th spot. Laps winding down. Half a lap now to go for your leader down the back straightaway. It's the 12, the Bullet, Brad Baker out front. 2nd is still the number 2, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. Top 3 will transfer. Robbie Pearson, the leader of the FBI, the Fast Boys from Illinois, trying to hang on to that 3rd and final transfer spot. Checkered flag will come out this time. The Bullet, Brad Baker, remember, he was in a transfer in his heat race and had a mechanical, but he's going to take the win of this one. It is Baker, your winner. We'll have to see if he switched to a backup motorcycle. I'm sure my partner will find out what happened in his heat race. So checkered flag. Oh, Pearson has another mechanical issue. Right before the finish line, Pearson has a mechanical issue. That means Constantine will make his first ever Grand National main event by finishing in the 3rd spot. Tough break for 27. Robbie Pearson will come up just a little bit short again. It just wasn't meant to be. So let's look through the rundown. Brad Baker, your winner. Kenny Coolbeth, Second, Jake Constantine makes his first ever Grand National main event. Congratulations on Jake making that national main. Robbie Pearson 4th, Steve Murray 5th, Sean Bear 6th, Jerry Steele 7th, and Shane Fox will pick up our final spot there in this one. Congratulations to Constantine picking up his first ever Grand National main event. And here comes the bullet, Brad Baker, to meet my partner, and that is Barry Boone. Barry?
Making his way from Eatonville, Washington is our point leader. This is big drama going on here today. Just want you to know he has 3 points in the race lead for the Harley-Davidson Expert Twins National Combined Championship. He's got, and after 8 rounds, he's got 8 top 5, 6 podiums, a win at the half mile at Hagerstown, a 33-point lead, doing it for the Dodge brothers on this beautifully prepared XR750. They don't call him a bullet for nothing. You've seen here today what he's got when he decides it's time to twist the grip on this XR750 and go to the front. It's time to introduce your winner of our first Expert Semi. Give it up for National number 12. We call him the Bullet, Brad Baker. Brad, they're cheering you on here, man. They know what you're trying to do, trying to win a championship, having to do it the hard way. Now you're third row in the main. What's your strategy? What's your plan?
Oh, you know, it's just going to have to pick off a bunch of people in those first couple laps. This bike's running good. The A bike that broke in the heat race, that was a shame. Had a on the front row, and you know, like you said, we're going for a championship, and this isn't the way we like to make it in the main event. And gonna have our work cut out for us, but just gonna try my best and try to move this thing towards the front as much as I can, and come out today with a good salvage of points.
Once again, the Dodge brothers have given you a good machine.
Yeah, for sure, and got to thank Julian Roberts. This is who actually owns this bike here. It's a former Atherton bike built by Dave, but got to thank him for letting us use it. Same thing with Saddleman and Dodge Bros Racing for you know, making this all happen.
Good luck in this afternoon's main, Brad.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
With Kevin Atherton looking on, the Cupcake here in the house, helping out number 12. How about it, Virginia? One more time. Let's wish him luck in the main. Brad Baker.
Barry, I was just told that was the bike that Kevin Atherton actually won the DuQuoin Mile back in 2004. They pulled it out of the rafters and dusted it off, and it's in another main event here today. That's Kevin Atherton right down there. For you veteran race fans, if you know anything about flat track, you've heard of Cupcake before. Number 23, Kevin Atherton, actually helping out the Bullet, Brad Baker. What's up, Cupcake? Wave to the crowd. There he is. Kevin Atherton, ladies and gentlemen, helping out Brad Baker. So coming up next, semifinal number 2. Colonial Downs would like to thank Screamin' Motorsports for their generous support of today's event, serving the areas of West Point, the Peninsula, Middle Peninsula, and Northern Neck regions of Virginia. Screamin' Motorsports provide maintenance and repairs for motorcycles, jet skis, and all-terrain vehicles. Thanks to all your support here today. So coming up in just a moment, as soon as that track is clear, we'll bring the bikes back out for semifinal number 2. The New Kent Economic Development Authority is a proud supporter of the Virginia Mega Mile. After the races today, enjoy wine tasting at New Kent Winery and Sod Creek Vineyards. Visit St. Peter's Church, where George and Martha Washington were married, or stop at area restaurants like Antonio's, Sportsman's Taverns, The Rose and Crown, Third Base Grill, and many others in New Kent County. We'd like to thank Southside Speedway for their support of the Virginia Mega Mile. The next race night is coming Friday, August the 30th at 7:30 p.m. Southside Speedway is located on Genito Road in Midlothian. Visit southsidespeedway.com for details. Expert Semi coming up next. Semi number 2, we have 8 riders scheduled to enter, and only the top 3 riders will make it out of this one. Let's meet the riders for Expert Semi number 2.
Here's your starting lineup for Expert Semi number 2.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, a multi-time Canadian national champion sponsored by Monster Energy, Kawasaki, Warner Springsteen Kawasaki. Number 53, that's Don Taylor. From Westerlo, New York, on the Scott Power Sports Kawasaki EX650. Number 20, Matt Weidman. From Glenmore, Pennsylvania, your third starting spot, your Saddleman Seats and Saddlebags Rookie of the Year leader, 55A, Jake Shoemaker. In the fourth starting spot, sponsored by Charlie and Linda Scholl and Hall Cycles out of Decatur, Texas, 22, Lucas Scherb. In the fifth starting spot from Kent, New York, on the Bear Racing Products Kawasaki, number 80B, Corey Crawford. From Washop, New Australia, number 87, Wild Thing, Mick Kirkness. From Galleon, New York, on the Suzuki SV 1000, is 69F Ben Evans, and 89 from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania on the Bear Racing Products Kawasaki EX650 is scheduled to be Evan Bear. Those are the riders coming out with our last qualifying race of the afternoon. After this race, ladies and gentlemen, will be our second planned intermission. Barry Boone's got some stars of the past that will be gathered down here to meet you folks that are be part of our 10-minute second intermission. And so don't run off, but you can get yourself something to eat or something to drink after this one. And we will have 2 races left after this one. This is our last qualifying race of the afternoon. Expert semifinal number 2. Matt Weidman, haven't seen him since Daytona. I heard he had to get off and had a little bit of a concussion. He is back with us and looking strong as ever on the number 20, Scott Power Sports Kawasaki. Also sponsored by Saddleman, Shoei, Silkline, among some of the sponsors. And don't count out the 53 of Don Taylor, multi-time Canadian national champion. Today he is riding the Warner Springsteen Kawasaki. Bill Warner, legendary tuner of several champions, including Scott Parker. He has his own team now, and that's part of the Kawasaki team. Jay Springsteen, part owner of that team as well. So 53 pulls up to the inside. That's Don Taylor. 20 is Matt Weidman. Pulls up to the number 2 starting spot. Here comes the rest of the riders. So that's 2 Kawasaki so far. There's Jake Shoemaker on the 55A Kawasaki. 22, Lucas Scherb pulls up the Harley-Davidson XR750 up to the 4 starting spot. 5th will be another Kawasaki. That is the 80B of Corey Crawford. And the last rider on the front row riding the KTM, Wild Thing, Mick Kirkness from Australia, the wonder from down under. They're all staged up right now on the front row. Only one rider making a call on row number 2, so we have 7 riders. Top 3 will go to the main event. Here comes our last qualifying race of the day here at the Mega Mile. That is Leanna out there, one of our trophy girls for the day. She has already got the 10-second board down. She is off the racetrack. Here we go. Semi-final number 2, Grand National Experts. Light turns green and they are off, grabbing gears. Wild Thing from the outside takes the KTM all the way to the high side around the racetrack. It's Don Taylor on the inside. Another rider coming straight up the middle will be Matt Weidman. They are 3 wide already in this one. Don Taylor, Matt Weidman, Mick Kirkness, down the back straightaway they go. Look, that's Don Taylor at the point. Here comes Matt Weidman on the number 20 bike. Mick Kirkness on the 87 trying to hang up there for the 3rd spot right now. Lap number 1 is going to be in the books here in just a second. Around the corner they go. About a 47, 45 second lap here in the semis we will see. They'll bring him to the green flag. Here comes your lead group. Top 2 riders breaking away already. One rider having problems right there off of 4. Scherb says, I can't see anything. He's reaching up there. He was actually lifting up his shield. They're side by side battling for the lead. Don Taylor and Matt Weidman, both riders went all the way to the air fence. I don't know if they were just battling each other and went in the turns a little bit too deep, but Lucas Scherb, when he went by, had his lens actually up. He must be out of tear-offs already. So never a good feeling to see, especially when you're going that fast. Leaders are side by side for 1 and 2. They're also side by side for 3rd and 4th. Only 3 of these riders will transfer. Everybody else is done until we head to Springfield next weekend. Here comes your leaders off of 4. Draft pass. Weidman says, I'll take the lead right now. These guys are taking a little bit higher and wider line each lap. Weidman's at the point. Don Taylor's right there on the 53. They tuck in and get as small as they can when they go down the long back straightaway. 3rd spot right now is Wild Thing, Mick Kirkness. Our Saddleman Rookie of the Year trying to get that 3rd spot away. That's Jake Shoemaker trying to make another main event. Probably the best season of his young career. He'll have a national number next year. He'll also pick up $5,000 at the end of the season if he can win the Saddleman Seats and Saddlebags Rookie of the Year. Here's your leader. Halfway flags are in the air. Don Taylor and Matt Weidman still doing battle for the lead. There's Kirkness, and now Shoemaker goes up the inside. One of those bikes is sputtering just a little bit. Shoemaker takes the 3rd spot away. Leaders are still doing battle all the way around the 1st and 2nd turn with each other. Now they get in line down the back chute. I believe it's Weidman back out front. Here comes Don Taylor catching the draft. Third spot now is Jake Shoemaker on the 55A. Said he might run out of money if he doesn't make any money today. He might not make it to the West Coast Swing. I also just found out it is Mick Kirkness' birthday, number 87, and right now he's not in a transfer spot. 2 laps to go this time by. Two more laps to go around the Mega Mile. It's still Weidman, Taylor, Shoemaker in the 3rd spot, Kirkness in the 4th spot right now. He's going to have to make up a lot of rooms. Now Shoemaker is broken away from our 4th place rider. Wild thing, Mick Kirkness, not going to have a happy birthday unless he can pick up some ground here on this last lap and a half. Good battle for the lead out front. Settled down just a little bit, but you still have Weidman in control. Don Taylor in 2nd. Kawasaki's 1, 2, and 3 in this one. White flag comes out this time by for your leader, Matt Weidman, number 20. 53, Don Taylor. 55A, Jake Shoemaker. And there goes Wild Thing, Mick Kirkness on the 87 bike. Corey Crawford. Lucas Sherb, I have no idea how he's seen where he's going, but he is still going. One bike slowing down off of the turn number 4 on the front straightaway. That'll be the 69F of Ben Evans. His day ends a lap too soon. Leader already in turn 3 and 4. Last lap, last corner, last qualifying race of the afternoon. Once again, after this race, we'll have a short intermission, come back with 2 main events. Here comes your leader, bringing him off of 4. Checkered flag will be in the air. Weidman takes the win. Don Taylor in 2nd. 3rd was Shoemaker. A couple more riders to pick up the checkered flag. And then we'll give you the rundown. Semi-final number 2. It's Matt Weidman taking the win on the Kawasaki. Don Taylor on the Kawasaki finishes 2nd, number 53. Jake Shoemaker makes another main event in his rookie season, and he will earn some more points in that Saddleman Rookie of the Year competition. Shoemaker finishes in the 3rd spot. Wild Thing, Mick Kirkness on his birthday. Corey Crawford, Lucas Sherb, Ben Evans, and Evan Baird, they are done for the afternoon. And we'll go to the podium one more time to my partner, Barry Boone. That was our last qualifying race already, Barry.
Thank you, Scotty. Yes, we're getting down now. As soon as this is all done, timing and scoring will be busy setting our starting grids for the pro singles by J&P and the Harley-Davidson experts. Only 2 races remain. We'll have a little 10-minute break in the action immediately following this victory podium. This is a fine young man, ladies and gentlemen. It's so good to see him back after Daytona. We haven't seen him since, as Kirkness goes by with an apparent problem on the machine. A lot of smoke out of number 87 here. Here he comes out of Westerlo, New York. National number 20, doing it for Scott Powers Sports and Saddlemen, seats, saddlebags, and luggage. So good to have him back in action here in Virginia at the Mega Mile. Give it up for national number 20, Matt Weidman. Matt, welcome back. It's so good to see you back, and more importantly, standing here atop the box. You have qualified for the main.
Yeah, no, it's awesome to get in the main event today. We were going really good in our heat race, and unfortunately had a little mishap towards the end and had to go to the semi, but I felt really good there. I actually learned a whole bunch about some different lines that I'm pretty excited to use in the main event.
I know it's going to be a struggle coming from the 3rd row in the main, but you got a good horse and you know how to ride it.
Yeah, Mike Scott has provided me with a really good Cowie today. It's running better than ever, and I'm ready to get by some people and hopefully put it in the top 5 here in the main event.
He's talking about Mike Scott. That's him right there. Scott Power Sports building a beautiful little Kawasaki. Good luck, sir.
Thanks a lot. Thanks to all the fans for coming out today.
Matt Weidman, ladies and gentlemen, from Westerlo, New York. Earned his national number up at Vernon Downs here a few years back, and a pretty cool event. He had all kinds of problems, did it just this way through the last chance qualifier and qualified for the main after a flat tire, and all kinds of stuff befell the team that night. But he got something that no one can ever take away from him, and that is a national number, something some riders ride their entire careers without ever earning one. But my partner earned one, national number 43.